Yeah, we are allowed to smoke. It's my channel.
Are your viewers okay with you smoking?
They know that I smoke. I smoke on camera all the time.
Yeah. Gorgeous. We're gonna hang with Tammy.
We're gonna hang with Tammy. We're gonna hang with Tammy. Tammy, we hope we're doing you proud. We don't have Reba McEntire t-shirts, but like I said, we're in Canada.
It would be so sad if she was like Julie and Julia, like when Julie. Oh
yeah, the movie.
Yeah, and then when she finds out that Julia hates her cooking, doesn't like it.
Although I have seen people send her pictures on Twitter of their Tammy smoking. And she seems to be cool with it. From what I've seen on Twitter.
She seems like cool. I mean, it's like you can't be doing this and then hating.
You know, and the other thing is, you're going on YouTube to be seen for a reason, and they say sometimes imitation is a form of flattery.
Well, you know, sometimes there are people who openly hate their fans. Like, they're just like, I'm not in it for the fans. I'm just like an angry...
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I'm an angry person, and I just want to say my shit, and I don't want to be bothered. If you approach me, I'll punch you.
Or in the case of Amberlynn, I think she's, like in the case of Amberlynn Reid, I think she cashes in on all the haters. I think this is her thing.
If that's your price that you're willing to pay...
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do that. Like, to play for a gang of haters.
I can't do it. I would.
You know, and then put up with, like, and trust me, if anybody hasn't seen the comment section on below her videos, they are terrible. I don't care what she may or may not have done in the past.
Where's your light?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
But
that's okay. You didn't.
Oh, where the fuck is my light? Okay. Here.
She's so Canadian. I'm sorry. What'd you do?
I know.
What'd you do? Why are you sorry?
So, anyways, like the comment section, it's just so terrible that.
I never read the comment section.
You shouldn't.
There's
You
so
shouldn't.
just on Facebook. Sometimes I start. I'm like, no, this was a mistake. I was having a good day, and I'm sorry, but my life is. I have a good life, and I spend a lot of time on Facebook. But I spend a lot of time building quality, and there's certain things I don't tolerate on my page, and you know, like I learned how to manage the pages basically because of comedians. Comedians have been my for the past 11 years or something.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so when I see something like that, like I said, back to Amberlynn, she cashes in. It looks like she cashes in on the haters. I mean, I suppose if you're hated anyway, why not cash in on it? But
well, maybe she hates herself.
I think she does.
And then
you can't possibly.
And then she relates to her fans
that way. I think so too. If I were to take a guess, as an observer of human nature, not because I'm not a professional therapist. I don't even play one on radio. Not even gonna try. But as an observer of human nature, which I am, a very keen observer. Yeah, I mean, obviously, she can't. Her self-esteem must be down the toilet. I mean. And I feel bad.
But you know what? Maybe at one point she started this and she didn't really have an end goal in mind. She was just going to do this, and this spun out of control. And now she's kind of dealing with this circus that she can't really stop because she's benefiting from it.
Yeah.
So maybe she's caught in the middle of a storm she created.
It's possible. Like, for instance, I believe she started out years ago.
How is anyone to know what kind of audience they're like? Even if you try to attract a specific kind, I don't know anything about audiences. I just know I have 5 people that come to all of my shows, and I will owe them money when I make money.
But she started out in 2013 as a weight loss channel. Okay, and she's going to lose weight. And at that time, she was about 350 pounds.
And did she lose the weight?
No, she gained 200 over the years. That's part of the problem. That's a big part of the problem. She talks about every newfangled diet known to man that she's going to go on. And she usually doesn't succeed more than 24 hours. It's pretty clear she has a food binge eating disorder.
Yeah.
And that is as much of an eating disorder as anorexia or bulimia. In fact, I would venture it's the same as bulimia, except without the purging. And then I would venture that I would venture to guess, as an observer of human nature, I mean, every diet has failed, but I mean, and yes, admittedly, gaining 200 pounds, whether it's off or on camera.
You know, I've worked with women at Swan and at Curves, and I've met many women that struggled hard to lose. And then there were those who just came, I've been here 2 weeks and I haven't lost a pound. I'm like, well, if you did more of this and less of that, you would lose more weight.
Except exercise didn't work for me, actually. Yeah.
But like I saw Curves was actually not Curves. Swan was actually heartbreaking. This woman, over the course of a year, she had lost everything. Like, she had lost a bunch of... She was our mascot. We used to call her our mascot.
Aw.
And then I saw her. I went back to the gym, and she had gained even more. And I was like, oh, Sylvie, what happened? And she's like, they changed my hours at work. And just like that, it can just set you off. Like, and but there's people that have thyroid problems.
I do.
I'm not talking about the people that are eating like 75 cheeseburgers as a sport.
No.
And I'm gonna be 700 pounds by the time I'm dead. But,
And there are people like that. I've seen them on documentaries and various videos. It's just not my thing.
We are seeing an incredible, like, things about people you never wanted to know.
Yeah, I know. It's the depravity of some things. Like, I've heard of the whole feeding.
Just watch Drugs Inc.
Drugs Inc.
Drugs Inc. on Netflix.
I'll try and
like,
see if it's still
gonna
on.
be
Yeah.
like, anyway, the PCP people, they're crazy.
Oops, what happened? We went dark.
I don't know, because I don't know why
Just
it's
got dark. Maybe it's the lighting.
Maybe it's just like, maybe the camera's trying to send us a message. All right, girls, close it up.
Close it up, close it up, close it up.
Close
But
the lights.
But yeah, I mean, there are, like I said, there are more cringeworthy. Like, I think the most cringeworthy, I didn't get a chance to say it, the most cringe, I watched it, so you didn't have to, once again. Nikocado Avocado put on this mukbang. He's crying, he's topless, and he's got this whole pan full of noodles, ramen noodles. What else is new? Because he loves his ramen noodles. And there's a sunny side up eggs all over them on top. And he's crying and he's upset and he's not saying anything. And it's got like this old violin music. You think you're watching you're watching Schindler's List or something. and it involves hair clippers as well. And he's shaving himself, his hair. It's going all over the place. And it's like, sometimes he can get so gross.
I told you what he did, because he does lives. He does a lot of lives. And one day I was like, oh, I'll check it out, because I didn't know what lives on YouTube were like. And I tuned in to him, because he was like, you had just told me about him. And I'm like, and he's just sleeping. And I'm like, and people are commenting, oh, you're so adorable. I'm like, but I felt kind of creepy. I'm like, is that it? He's just sleeping? No. Is that what we've come to? We are watching people while they sleep? Like, he actually left his life...
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a thing? It seems like anything is a thing now.
It might be, because there is another channel. It's called Chosen One spelled W-O-N. Chosen One. And what it is...
I watched him sleeping for like 5 minutes, and after that I felt...
Who, Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, Nikocado Avocado.
Because I thought he was going to wake up. I don't know. It was like... I'm not going to stay here for 6 hours. Because, like... I don't know. Like,
I would like to see more violin videos, in all honesty. He is quite a talented violin player. But anyways, back to the other channel I was mentioning just now. It's called Chosen One spelled W-O-N. It's all live streams. We don't see him. And he leaves his camera on all day or for a few hours.
Oh, so everybody's making like their own Truman Show, basically.
Basically. So it's like, it might be looking out the window. His camera is facing out the window or something.
Looking out the window while violence.
And he's not talking. Sometimes he talks, but not often. Sometimes he'll leave it on all night. And it's called unattended chats. So people just stop by and they chat in the chat section.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Do we know how many YouTube videos there are? How many?
Billions.
Yeah, but
in all billions and billions and billions. You can see anything.
Because you don't know. I'm curious. This is going to be like, how do you spell the Chewbacca noise?
ASMR time.
Because
ASMR.
yeah, because the actor that played Chewbacca,
Peter Mayhew.
Yeah,
he died a few days ago. Yeah.
And his legacy will live on forever. Like that woman that was wearing the Chewbacca mask and got famous.
Yeah.
The Chewbacca lady. So, okay. How many videos?
Does you two have it all?
I don't know. It's so funny. The minute you start... How many? What? What? How many vultures does it take to eat a cadaver? How many videos...
And a lot of them channels
are on YouTube. Okay, I'm not the only one. This is the first thing. You know. I'm just so basic with my questions.
How many YouTube videos are there?
The total number of people who use YouTube.
I
don't even. Like, I'm embarrassed.
Because a lot of people have more than one channel,
I'm not really quite sure how to say. That's all.
Let me get my glasses. Because I can't see shit.
Zeros. Anyway,
where are my glasses? Because I can't see shit.
1,300,000 million?
What?
I really... Anyway. Don't to be know why I'm bored.
13... Oh, no. 1...
Okay. 1,300,000,000,000.
1,000,000,000,000. 1.3 billion, I think. 1.3 billion.
1.3 billion.
300 hours. Trivia.
Videos are uploaded to YouTube every minute.
Ooh, almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every single day. YouTube gets over 30 million visitors per day. What's the source of this? VideoNiche.com.
I know, I was going to say something else.
Video bitch. VideoBitch.com.
Video bitch.
Video bitch. Ooh. I'm going to use Facebook.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to use Facebook. That might be easier to pinpoint.
Yeah.
Most people only have
it's
one
like
account.
that thing, the millennial job interview. Like, you didn't mention Facebook. That's funny. Facebook. That's like for old people, like my parents. But it's true. It is a fact that younger people are more into the Instagram, which I'm getting familiar with.
Snapchat as well, and TikTok.
Snapchat has stolen so many minutes of my life. I refuse to talk about it.
Yeah, I know, but
TikTok was the thing that you told me that was disturbing.
Very disturbing.
TikTok is the old Musically.
Yeah, it's the old Musically.
Okay, so I was gonna do.
That's an app targeted to kids, actually. It is marketed. But anyways, so yeah, when you hear that, Facebook, that's for old people, and this could fall under the whole list joke. You're getting old when. And there's another one. I watched a video. The Rewired Soul, who irks me, as you know, I did enough videos on him. He got an interview with a 16-year-old. He's like, seriously, how low do you go, right? So a 16-year-old kid is interviewing him. Okay.
Thought to take with you. Facebook estimated that 2.7 billion people use Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, or Messenger each month, and more than 2.1 billion use at least one of the Facebook family of services every day on average.
Zaphoria.com is the source.
So basically it's saying that humans are really, like, if you would walk into any human, they would probably be the most boring individual, because someone is, and I'm just as guilty. Trust me, my friends hate me. Like, I'm watching this movie for you. You're on your phone. But like, my friends, like I have a friend. She said to me, I went to the cottage, just like, give me your phone. I'm like, but what if I want to take pictures? She's like, yes, but this time you're gonna socialize. You're gonna socialize with us. Otherwise, I'm taking your phone away. I'm like, I know I'm bad. I'm aware of the problem, and I turned it into a work tool, I can justify.
So, anyways, back to what I was saying about the Rewired Soul allows himself to be interviewed by a 16-year-old. Yeah, how low do you go? A guy named Paul Grossclose, and you're getting old because Paul mentioned something. The young kid Paul, he said that he's past the email generation. His generation doesn't email.
They don't need to. But it's really confusing. Like, somebody will text me, and they're like, yeah, I messaged you. I'm like, wait a minute, did you text me or did you message me? I didn't get any text. No, I sent it to Messenger. Like, no, you just don't know. Like, my mom calls, it drives me nuts. My mom says, je t'ai envoyé un mail. And I'm like, did you send me a text, Mom? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, oui, c'est ça, le mail.
Email, yeah.
But she says that about a text.
Oh my God. I still email. I must be frickin' old because...
Frickin' old.
Yeah, frickin' old. Because I still do email. I am a fan of email. And I'll tell you another
How can
thing.
you not be a fan of email?
I love email. Yeah, but this kid apparently thought that email was too old for him. The 16-year-old kid thought email was too old for him.
Oh my God, that's...
And
well, it's just as sad as the analog clocks being taken out of schools because kids can't read them.
Can't tell the time.
It's a school. How about you teach them?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I got one better. Apparently they stopped teaching cursive. I don't know if they stopped teaching cursive when you were in school. We learned cursive.
I still learn cursive.
Okay, so we learned cursive in school, how to write, cursive.
Now people are learning how to type emojis.
Exactly.
Proper emoji.
Proper emojis.
Proper emoji functions.
So now it's been years kids are not learning cursive anymore in school. And there's this woman that I grew up with on the Benny farm. She lived downstairs from us. And she was telling me that her oldest daughter, when she turned 18, that means she can sign for her own stuff legally, Mm-hmm. Daughter was in SAGEP, she's starting to adult, basically. And her in the spot with the signature, her daughter was printing her name. And my friend was like, you got to pick up a signature, because they didn't learn cursive, so they can't form a signature.
There's a lot of things that people can't, that young people don't know how to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know what went wrong and you can't shame these people.
No.
I'm going to make a message. Shame culture has got to stop.
Yes.
I had this argument with somebody, they're like, well, some people deserve to be shamed.
No.
Not even. I think shame culture as a whole is destructive.
Yeah.
And it's not going to bring the justice, whatever you think it's going to bring. It's just going to cause more destruction. And this world is already seeing enough destruction as it is that we don't need to add to it.
No, absolutely not.
And stop taking pictures of people in Walmart. That's no. I mean, some people, they're just not well and they, nah.
Yeah,
It just makes me sad. It makes me sad that people are acting like teenagers at 40, oh, look at that guy with the belly and the shirt. And no, Jesus, that's sad. That's just
I remember a couple of years back, and people judged, and it went viral, and it made the news. TTC, that's the Toronto Transit Commission.
Yes.
And this was in the subway wicket, and there was an older man. He was asleep on the job, and people were taking pictures and videos of him sleeping, and it went viral, and it made the news. And it's like, oh, lazy unionized worker. And it had turned out that the guy had a health problem. He was taking medication, I don't know, for a heart or stroke.
Exactly.
And it was making him groggy.
The full story.
And it was making him groggy. Anyway, shortly after that happened, he ended up on sick leave, and he died a few months later of a stroke. The man was very sick, and people were making this video go viral. He's asleep on the job, the lazy ass, And
it's like I saw it the other day. They were making fun of a guy that had a box of pizza with flowers, and they were ooh, what kind of romantic? And I'm like, I would be happy if my man came home. What kind of people think they're savages, but they're really being mean. Yeah. And, it's like, I was like, what a sweet thing. He's got flowers and a pizza. It's, if you love somebody, you'd be like, oh, well, that's disappointing. And where's my lobster? What? Come on, people.
I'd be happy if a dude brought me flowers. Nobody ever brought me flowers, And I would be very happy if somebody brought me flowers.
There's so many fuckboys out there. And, I've been approached. I'm like, but I think people are like, yo, you're hot. Want a drink? I'm like, no, I'm good. What's the problem with you? I told you were hot. I'm like, should I fall to your knees and be like, oh my God, you're such a romantic. You call me hot? I've never been called that since my dad did. Anyway, bad joke. But I don't know. It's sometimes my comedy brain.
But any kind of shaming, and fat shaming is the worst of all.
Fat shaming's dumb.
And as somebody who struggled with her weight for many years, during her teen years and after I turned 40, I've been struggling with fat shaming firsthand. And in my case, my weight issues are not due to binge eating or eating bad food.
Well, that's the way I'm dealing with people, like, now that I'm getting older and that I'm like, it's time to decide who stays and who goes. Like, there's some people that I keep on like, I'm starting to be like Mark Maron. Like, I don't know how much time I've got left on this planet. This is how I'm thinking at 39. But, and I don't want to, like, too much negativity. Like I said, your negativity is uplifting. And since you started this YouTube thing, I'm like, it's got like, it's kind of like, it's got a groove, it's like, it's kind of like, but it's, so, but that depends on people and everything, but I can't stand the Debbie Downers of the world and the fucking sad, poor me, and, psychopaths, sociopaths, all that shit. Just go to an island by yourselves. And I know you're people too and whatever, but I just don't have time for people like that. And if people, oh shit, it cut us off.
Oh, well, okay.